What is good, folks, and welcome back. Your friendly neighborhood sage here, and let me talk to y'all for a minute, because I have been on an Epic the Musical craze for, I want to say, about a month now, and there is still stuff that I want to talk about with this. I've been talking about a lot of stuff on it on TikTok, but there's some long-form content that I do want to talk about. I have an Odysseus video in the back pocket that I still gotta record, so keep an eye out for that, hintity hint hint. But for today, what I want to do, I want to rank all the songs in the musical, because honestly, because I can't do a reaction video, or I wasn't smart enough to do a reaction video, I may as well give y'all the next best thing and talk about all these songs individually and rank them on the tier list. So, that's what we're doing today, so I hope y'all enjoy this show. Alright, so the way these rankings are gonna work, I got everything on a scale here of peak, meaning it is thematically perfect to the song and it is a good song along with it. Solid A tier being, okay, yeah, it has elements here, but it's missing something that pushes it into the S ranks. B tier, where it's just kind of, you know, it's a good song, and that's just kind of it. C is where the mid songs are, and D is just the trash tier, and spoiler warning, there's no trash songs in this play.
He hasn't been the same since Troy. I heard he had to kill an evil baby boy.
Oh please, give me that baby and I'd eat it off a tower.
What?
So, The Horse and the Infant. This is a solid introduction to the play, but because this is just an introduction, it's missing a lot of stuff that pushes a lot of songs forward. Like, I personally can skip through the first chunk of it where Odysseus is just running through all of the Greek heroes from the Trojan War. Like, we have not gotten to Iliad yet. We have not got to the Iliad yet, so I don't care about any of you guys yet. I don't care about Ajax the Greater and Ajax the Lesser. I don't really care about you. I don't care what Diomedes is doing. But where the song catches me is towards the end, where it focuses on our main character, Odysseus, and his guilt over this entire war and the terrible things that he has to do because this is a war and he's having to get back home, and the gods are telling him to kill this baby if you want to get back home scot-free. Hey, you've killed enough people today, you may as well stack one more on it. It's just a baby. I mean, he's gonna come back and kill you eventually anyway, so really, you're doing yourself a favor. Speaking of, Just a Man, that is an S tier song, because it builds off of that perfectly. This whole thing of Odysseus becoming a monster for the sake of getting back home. This is thematically perfect because it is going to echo throughout the rest of the story. This man is having to do increasingly more terrible things for himself. Odysseus is my favorite Greek hero, specifically because he's not a good person. I mean, none of the Greek heroes are good people, but Odysseus is especially not a good person. He is perfectly fine with sacrificing people for the sake of his own goals. He's the most pragmatic of the Greek heroes, and he's able to compartmentalize lives for the sake of a greater good, or rather, his greater good. And while he will feel guilty about killing this kid, that's kind of the end of it, and as we see further along, his guilt starts running very thin very quickly because he just gets tired.
Please keep your heads down, keep your mouth shut, and let me get us out of this like I got us out of every other motherfucking thing out!
Okay, full speed ahead. This one, it's an okay call to action song, but it's not really a good song that I will say that I really would listen to all that much. Like, it's just kind of there. It's good at introducing, okay, we're at sea now, the war is over, this, that, and the other, and we're setting up all the potential threats we're going to be running into for the rest of the story. But as a song overall, it's kind of mid. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's just kind of mid. There's not a whole lot to say about it. Now, as for Open Arms, holy haunting the narrative, Batman! As a song itself, Open Arms is fine. Like, it is a solid A tier song because I do like Pleiades. This little cinnamon roll of a man who does not realize, oh yeah, you guys are gonna die. Like, all of you fuckers are going to die horrifically. This man is trying to keep Odysseus on the straight and narrow. He's trying to be this man's Jiminy Cricket, like, hey man, I know we've done some terrible things, but we don't have to treat the world harshly. Like, we could still try and have some optimism. But the thing that pushes Open Arms over the edge is how it's used later on in the play and how it keeps showing back up in this man Odysseus's PTSD, and I really freaking love it looking back.
He's right, dudes. Oh man, I used to be so cool looking. Wow, you're totally gonna miss that. You know what else you're gonna miss? That guy. Enjoy him while you got him, know what I'm saying?
What does that mean?
Oh, nothing, dude.
Alright, Warrior of the Mind. This is not peak Athena. That's my only complaint about Warrior of the Mind. It's a solid song in and of itself. Like, it's B. It's a good song overall. Like, it's a good bop. And because we're just now getting into her and Odysseus' dynamic as a mentor and student, there's not a whole lot to build off of yet. Or at the very least, it's not explored as well in this song as it will be in later songs involving them. So for right now, this is just kind of B tier. This ain't peak Athena yet.
I think I lost one of my owls.
I got this.
Oh no, Penelope's with another man!
Boom! You're welcome.
Okay, Polyphemus, this is what hooked me to Epic in the first place. Because of the way that some people animated the Cyclops and the way it matches up with how that voice is edited. Oh my god, just instant chills down my spine. It adds so much to what is a basic monster design and everything, but making it feel otherworldly. But that aside, the song in and of itself, you know what? The song in and of itself, it's good. You know what? S tier might be a bit of a stretch. That might be, I might be tripping. I might be tripping on that one. I think it's high A. It does a solid job at introducing the threat that is Polyphemus and just how badly Odysseus and crew fucked up by killing his sheep.
You killed my sheep.
I ain't killed shit. Tyronicles. Nigga, no. I ain't about to die for some shit I didn't do. What are you talking about? You ate the same sheep that we did. Hey, yeah, I got me a plate. A nigga got a plate, but I ain't know the meat was acquired through heinous means.
Speaking of which, Survive, that, it's a solid bop. Like, it's a solid bop. It's not as good as Polyphemus, though. It's not as good as the introduction, but it is okay. My only complaint about the song is the ending is abrupt since Odysseus drugs the Cyclops and he just passes out, which thematically it makes sense, but it kind of takes off from the song itself, or rather cuts it off at a rather good part.
Tiana, Khadijah, Lenny Carvel, him, her, him, bodies.
Alright, remember me? That is an S tier. What is more thematic than classical Greek hubris? The downfall of damn near every single Greek hero is their hubris. And while the one change in this song that I don't really like, that Odysseus kind of tells the Cyclops his name out of a sort of guilt, because personally I don't really like that interpretation of him feeling guilty for what he had to do to the Cyclops, but I do like it in the lens of, look, you are going to remember who did this to you. At the very least, you are going to remember who did this. I tried to be peaceful with you, you did not give me an option. So, you're gonna remember who blinded you. I am your darkest moment. That line hits very hard, and Athena trying to talk him out of it of, no, make the pragmatic decision and just fucking kill him. You are making the emotional decision. Don't be a fucking idiot. We've killed enough lives today. You killed a whole fucking nation of people. What is one giant gonna do? And now that I'm thinking about it, it's more so out of guilt for Pleiades than the lives that the Cyclops killed. Like, you will remember them. You will remember whose crew it is that you wiped out. So you know what? That makes it a bit better in my mind. It puts it slightly higher up in S tier. You know what? It's above Open Arms. It's above it.
You gave us Cyclops your full name and our home address. Yes, but there were a lot of beautiful women, and not one of them managed to steal my heart from you.
Okay, my goodbye. We're getting closer to peak Athena. We're getting there. We're getting slow inklings of peak Athena. We're still not there yet, but this does do a good job of further fleshing out her and Odysseus' dynamic of, you have gone soft. You have gone soft. You are not the warrior that I wanted you to be. You're not the warrior of the mind that I was training you to be. I told you to be pragmatic, and you are acting on emotionally stupid decisions. You are acting like a fucking human. Well, guess what? That is what I am. I am a human. So you know what? We can just leave. You can quit wasting your time, and I can finally move on with my life. I really like this breakup and the consequences that it leads Odysseus down and the guilt that kind of drives to Athena. So with that in mind, I think I'll put it at high A tier. Like, it's at high A, low S because of it. But I'd say A tier. Alright, Storm, it has the same problems as Full Speed Ahead. It's a good call to action song, but it's just kind of mid. Like, it's just kind of mid. There's not really a whole lot that I can say about it.
I'm not afraid of you!
Okay, luck runs out. Our introduction to Euclideus, I think is the dude's name. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. Yeah, this is also one I'm not really thinking about all that much. B tier? I'd say B tier. Like, it's setting up the mutiny that comes later, but once again, he's not really a character that I care all that much about, and we're not deep enough in the story to where questioning him really makes a whole lot of logistical sense. So, it's a solid bop, but it's not, it doesn't deserve to be A tier, I'd say.
Okay, my friends, I got this bag of wind, but nobody can open it.
Yes, sir! I need that bag. I need that bag.
Oh, okay, 8. Keep your friends close. That is an 8. That is an A tier song. Solely because I like the Wind God. I really like Aeolus. Like, that is the sole reason. She is a gremlin little cherub, and I fucking love her. Her fucking laughing throughout the song and just being a snarky asshole. I really love it, because it sets up, okay, yeah, the Greek gods are just kind of dicks. They don't really care about any of you guys. They're kind of just gonna fuck around and vague book around you guys. You know what? You guys figure out what their will is and what they really want. You guys figure it out. Hey man, I gave you the wind bag. I told you not to open it. That's not my You literally told your little wing guys to tell my crew there was gold in it. Hey man, all you had to do was just not open the bag. That's not my fault. Anyway, enjoy the land of the giants. Speaking of which, ruthlessness, that is A tier, because that is a peak introduction of Poseidon, but we're not at peak Poseidon yet. But I do love that they set up why this Poseidon works so well, because I've talked about it before on my TikToks. Shameless plug aside, the reason I consider this to be a peak Poseidon interpretation is because he is actively involved in the Odyssey and not just passively involved like he is in the main story. He actually has a personal hatred towards Odysseus, or rather annoyance towards Odysseus, that he is just unleashing on him, showing up in person just to taunt him like, you should have killed my son. You should have just killed him and been done with it. Instead, I had to come out here and I had to put belt to ass now. And the sheer annoying spite in this man's voice, like, I mean, you really could have just avoided this if you had just killed my son. But no, you let your hubris speak for yourself, and that's why I hate you, and I hate humanity as a whole, so I gotta put you back in your place. I gotta put belt to ass.
Oh, we were right there, man! Don't worry, you'll be dead soon enough!
She's actually pretty good, though.
Yeah, she's good.
But like I said, this ain't peak Poseidon yet. We'll get there. We'll get there. Okay, as for pretty much all of Circe's songs, all of these are C tier. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't really care. I don't really like the Circe saga, personally. Like, I think this is the most boring saga in the play, personally. Like, not a whole lot happens here. I find Circe interesting in regards to her feeling a need to protect her nymphs and everything, and her helping Odysseus out because she relates to, I was in love once before, you know, I respect you for not sleeping with me, which is a change that I do love. I personally hate it when Odysseus sleeps around because that kind of defeats the whole purpose of him being a devoted husband. But that aside, I really like that she is looking out for Odysseus towards the end because she sees the true type of person he is. He's not just a pig like the rest of his crew. He is actually a devoted person, so I'm willing to help you out. But the saga as a whole, none of the songs are all that good in my opinion. I'm sorry.
Circe, be careful, she's...
Yeah, I've read the Odyssey.
Now, as for the Underworld, this has some top tiers for me. The Underworld itself... Oh, wait, no, that's the one with his mom. Yep, that's A tier, because that shit made me cry. That shit made me cry on my rewatch. Okay, that's an A tier one. No Longer You, A tier. A tier. It's a prophecy. It's a classical Greek prophecy. Once again, very thematic in setting up for how everything plays out eventually, foreshadowing everything. Alright, Monster. Speaking of thematic, but it's not... You know what? Yeah, Monster is S tier. I'll put it up there. Because it is the beginning of Odysseus' downward spiral. Like, okay, yeah, if we're getting home, I'm just gonna start war crimesing people. I don't care anymore. If I will do what I gotta do. I'm grieving my mother, so I'm just gonna start dropping bodies. I don't care anymore. We're getting home, even if I have to kill every last person I see. Speaking of which, alright, Suffering. It's a good bop. It's a good bop. That's kind of, there's not a whole lot for me to describe with it. It's a good bop in introducing the sirens. It's okay. Different Beast now. That is, I'd say mid-A. Or mid-B, I'm sorry. Or yeah, mid-A, I'm sorry. That is a solid song in showing his downward spiral even more. Like, yeah, no, why should I spare you guys? You were just going to kill us. Like, you were going to kill us and you're gonna kill whoever comes back through here. I'm not sparing you. We're done. I'm done. I'm done suffering from everything out here. Oh, my sweet prince, you're not even done suffering yet. You're not even halfway through all the suffering yet. You're not even there.
Well, you asked, and now you know. Now jump in the water!
Penelope, why?
See my point? You're not even through all the suffering yet. Scylla is high A tier. You know what? Just under Ruthlessness. It is a high A tier. I put this right under Ruthlessness because it does a decent enough job at introducing Scylla and her whole, hey, you and I are the same. We both do what it takes to survive. You're gonna sacrifice your crew so you can get through me, and I have to eat. So we both have a conflict, so we both have something we can gain from each other. Give me some bodies and I'll let y'all pass. And this is directly the point that I can understand a mutiny happening. It's just the same, the song itself isn't really all that good because I'm not a fan of fight songs and plays. Like, I'm not really a big fan of it because it is often just, I'm gonna talk, break for a little bit to let the music play out. I'm gonna talk again, and then break for a little while to let the music play out. Like, it's just kind of to me.
Please, B, I need this. My mom is kind of homeless. I live with my dad. I want to help her out.
Speed, I'm watching the stream while you try not to laugh, bro. That's disrespectful as shit, bro.
But Thunderbringer, this another fucking S tier. This is peak Zeus right here, where Poseidon was just being pissed and petty towards these bastards. Zeus's main thing, dude was just out here aura farming, because he doesn't care about any of this. He does not have a stake in this. I don't even care that y'all killed one of my nephews. I got a bunch of those back at home. But you killed my boy's cows, so I'm gonna have to drop some lightning on y'all. I'll even let you choose who gets to die. But Zeus is at least willing to let Odysseus choose because he's responsible for his men. He's a king after all. He has a right to decide who gets to live and who gets to die. But because Zeus is a king of kings, basically, he is the one making the final decision of, okay, yeah, I'm just dropping bodies no matter what. Somebody is dying today. I'm walking away with somebody's body here. It's either gonna be you or theirs. You just get to pick. He spends this whole song aura farming because I'm not falling for your wits. I know the type of person you are. You can't fool me. So let's just cut to the chase, shall we? I love this song so much because it captures why Zeus is just an entertaining character. Man does not give a fuck. He is just a very petty character. That is all he is. The dude is just kind of out here posing for all of his Hulkamaniacs, honestly. Okay, Legendary. Or Introduction to Telemachus. That is solid because much like Open Arms, Telemachus is a cherub and I just cherish him. And I like setting up the I don't know who my father is, but I wish I could slay monsters and fight in wars like he is. Which just really shows how young he is, like how young and idealistic he is. Like he doesn't know the reality of the situation that Odysseus is just in hell. Like he is just going through literal hell with PTSD, and that's before he tried to get back home. This is just from the Trojan War. He is already in hell, and now having to fight all these monsters, it just makes it significantly worse. Yeah, no, from the outside in, looking at these stories, yeah, that's pretty freaking sick. I want to go fight monsters, and then you're in the fucking ground watching all this shit play out. It's like, no, this isn't a great time. I'm just kind of out here kaiju fighting, trying not to die horrifically.
I miss you, Dad. I've heard all these stories about you, and I want to be just like you. A hero.
Throw the baby! Run to Cyclops!
Hey, Odie, we're not gonna die, right?
Nah!
And building off of that, I really like Little Wolf as an introduction to Antinous and Athena coming back into play to look out for Telemachus. It is a very solid establishing Telemachus as I'm not a fighter, but I do want to learn. I'm open to learn. Somebody give me the bravery so that I can stand up and protect my mother. Like, I respect that, because it is very easy to be like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna stand for all these ideals and I'm gonna fight for what's right. It is very easy to say that until you're thrown into the actual reality and have to fight for your life. I do respect that about Telemachus, and he still has the guts to try, even if he gets his ass kicked. So with that, is it A or S? A or S? You know what? I'll put it as S tier solely because Antinous' range. Like, oh my god, this man's range. But we'll get to that later.
Wait, who are you?
I'm an old friend of your father's.
Polity?
Do I look dead to you?
Now we're getting to peak Athena here with Will Be Fine. Honestly, the Wisdom Saga is probably my favorite saga in this entire play, if I'm being honest here, because I really love Athena's character development from here on out. Like, I left Odysseus, and now he's kind of spiraling. Like, I led this man to suffer. I led him astray. So maybe with you, I won't make the same mistakes, and I'll at least be able to possibly repair this relationship. I love Athena being the one who's kind of taking responsibility for the path that Odysseus is going down. Because she kind of is. Because the second that she left him, everything goes to hell. He does not have her wisdom anymore, so he is just going off of pragmatic decisions of, okay, you wanted me to kill things, I'll go out there and kill things. This is what being a warrior of the mind looks like. But he doesn't have any sentimentality anymore. He's just a straight up killing machine. In contrast to Telemachus, who still has that sentimentality, and she acknowledges that that's probably a good thing when she tells him, you're a good kid.
Because I didn't understand why people care so much about their dumb dogs. Until I got a dumb dog myself. I've only had Arlo for a day and a half, but if anything happened to him, I would kill everyone in this room and then myself.
Oh god, yep. Just all of the Circe stuff. Love in Paradise, and I'm Sorry for Loving You. Those are both S tiers. Look, I love Calypso as a character. She's still fucked up. Like, she is 7 shades of fucked up, because even if you aren't reading into the whole SA that's going on here, like, even if you're not looking at it through that lens, which I don't think anybody is because it's very fucking blunt, even without that, the situation is still very scuffed, because this is like I said before, this is hell for Odysseus. She really thinks she is, like, helping him by replacing the love he has for his wife with her love, but that's not working. That's just making him more miserable because he would rather be with his family. Like, you're not helping it. And Calypso is just letting her own personal attachments dictate her interactions with him. Like, she does not see him as a person. She sees him as an object for her affections, which is a bad thing, which is a terrible thing. I am not going to deny that fact. But we do have to look at the fact that, number one, she is a goddess. Number one, they already do not view people as people regardless. That's just how they're raised. But number two, she grew up on this island by herself with no human interaction or anything. She has been alone and desperate for somebody to love her. And here is the one person she has met in her entire life, and he does not love her back. And that just creates problem after problem of, oh, he'll grow to love me eventually, because she still has that childish view of things. Oh, he'll love me eventually. He'll come around. I'll help him get through his grief and trauma, and he'll grow to love me. That's not how people work. That's not how that works. And when he finally leaves, her just having a full-scale meltdown of, why won't you love me? What am I supposed to do with all of this love I have for you? It really adds to Calypso as a character, and I find that so interesting, and I find her to be a tragic figure in that sense. Still does not justify any of the stuff she does to him, but it does paint a moral complex image of her. She's not a straight-up evil person. She is a very damaged and broken person. That's why I find her interesting.
Alright, let's just say our favorite color at the same time. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Periwinkle purple.
Periwinkle purple. Wait, no way! You're saying we have the same?
As for God Games, this is an S tier. This is an absolute S tier. Because introducing the amount of gods that they did with all of the different styles of music and everything involved in it, it just scratches that itch in my brain. Introducing Ares with the drums of war, it scratches that percussionist part of my brain. It scratches that itch in my brain that makes me want to do a drum cover, and I really freaking love that. Why did they make Hera 1970s themed? I don't know. But I have it now, and I'm not letting it go. I'm not letting it go. This is my new canon Hera. I don't care. If it doesn't have 70s Hera in it, I don't want it. I plan on watching Through Blood of Zeus. Check out my Patreon if you want. And if it does not have a 70s Hera in it, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed. That is a trash tier show. I don't care what the rest of the plot is. More 70s Hera all around. But most importantly, it brings out the other side of Zeus that I really freaking love. When I tell you, this man can be petty. He was very impersonal when it came to Thunderbringer and Odysseus, but this is personal now, because this is involving the other gods. He has to step in and get involved. This is very personal with him, because this is his whole family. He don't give a shit about what Odysseus is doing. He cares about what his family is doing because he has to live with them. And the second Athena brought up his affairs, we knew shit was going to hit the fan. I knew shit was about to go down, because it's not like Zeus necessarily is offended by it, because, well, he keeps doing it. It's not like he's ashamed of all the affairs. He's just mad that it's getting brought up by Athena to his wife. So, yeah, no, some discipline's gotta come down. He's gonna be a very petty bitch about it. You lose. The hell you mean I lost? I convinced everybody. I decide who wins! In that ending bit with Athena begging Zeus to let Odysseus go, it is elevated by the animatics because a lot of them do what I'm very happy that they did. They had Athena hugging Zeus, asking him not as a goddess anymore, but as his daughter to let Odysseus go, to do her this favor and let this one mortal go. It adds so much to this dynamic because Athena is his favorite child. He actively despises Ares. He is ashamed of Hephaestus to an extent. The others he doesn't really acknowledge all that much. I think Apollo and Artemis are the only ones that he's otherwise cool with. Maybe Hermes too, maybe. Ironically enough, all of the kids that he's had with Hera, i.e. Hephaestus and Ares, he does not give a shit about them, or he actively despises them, while the ones that he doesn't have with her, he at least semi-cares about, and at least has patience with, i.e. Apollo, Artemis, and especially Athena. And I really like the way it is kind of shown in the song and the animatics. Because while, yes, he still does have to punish her, because he is the god, he is the king of the gods, so you have to respect his decision, but that's still his daughter. That is still his daughter. That's the case of, I don't want to be doing this, but you are making me do this. You know what? Fine, I'll let your stupid Greek go, whatever. Just stop looking at me like that. God, you remind me of your mother.
What are you doing?
Panicking. Is it obvious?
Yes, it's super obvious. This is a disaster.
I don't know. I'm not a lawyer.
You're supposed to be proving that I'm innocent.
Well, I can prove you're kind of funny. Look at you. You didn't even wear pants to court.
I'm Greek. This is normal.
All right, you two, just stop. Closing statements now, please.
All right. New plan? Uppercut. Now.
Uppercut Zeus and Athena, please.
And speaking of Hermes, I just really don't like any of Hermes' songs. I'm sorry, I don't like him in this play. Or at least I'm not a fan of him. Like, the singer/actor does a good job of capturing Hermes' cheeky personality, like he is a little shit. But the songs in general are just not really anything to write home about, I'm sorry.
I'm not getting in the water, Hermes. Okay, it's cold, and it's wet, and he's in there, and he's in there, and he's in there, and
Stop yelling! I'm the only one here! You do not need to yell at me! We're 2 feet away from each other!
Charybdis, it's okay. It's okay. Like, I like the ending setup for it when Odysseus finally makes it back home. Like, I like that setup. So, you know, I'll put it in high mid. I'll put it in high mid. But speaking of setup, my favorite song in this entire musical.
What?
Waiting
That voice. It can't be.
Waiting.
Poseidon?
Waiting. Odysseus, when you come home, I'll be waiting. Even if I'm the last thing you see, I'll be waiting.
I'm not here now. You can't see me waiting.
Get in the water is peak for me. Poseidon is a petty bitch and I love him for that. Waiting outside of Odysseus's island, waiting for him to come. And he is just fed up. I have been chasing you all across the Mediterranean. I'm done with this. You're getting in the fucking water or I'm drowning this entire island. I don't care anymore. Poseidon has had it up to here with Odysseus' nonsense and you can freaking hear it in this man's voice. Just get in the water. I love a crash out song and Get in the Water is the perfect example for me of crashing waves and how dangerous ocean storms can be. Because all it just wants is for you to get in the water. It will crash into anything in its path so long as you get in the water. And Odysseus trying one last time to talk his way out of it, not even out of snarkiness, but because he's just tired and doesn't want to be doing this anymore. Look, we've both been through a lot, okay? I admit I blinded your son and I'm sorry for that. You killed my entire crew. Can we not call it a day now? Please. Bitch, I am a god. I don't forgive shit.
Peter. The horse is here.
600 Strikes would be a B tier song if it weren't for that ending. If it weren't for the how does it feel to be helpless. I did not know that sound was from Epic the Musical, but the second I did, oh my god. Because this man, Odysseus, like I said, he's had it. He has had it up to here with all of this. The same way Poseidon has had it up to here with his nonsense, Odysseus has had it up to here with gods and monsters alike. He's just done. You know what? You guys wanted me to be a monster. All right, let's start acting like a monster then. You're either gonna let me go, you're either gonna let me go back home, or I can just keep stabbing you forever. You can't die, but it's sure as shit gonna hurt like hell. So what are we gonna do here? This is the closest to catharsis Odysseus is ever gonna get, and it's not even that much because he's still not home. That's all this man wants. These are the actions of a desperate and starving man. It is the whole adage of you do not corner a rabid animal and not expect to get torn up in the process.
I'm so glad we see eye to eye.
Alright, and the Ithaca Saga. Penelope is a ride or die. That's all I really have to say about the challenge. That's all I have to say about it. She is a ride or die. She is the most loyal woman in the freaking cosmos, waiting 20 years for your husband to come back, fighting off suitors after suitors after suitors, stalling for 20 plus years. And now coming up with a Hail Mary to try and get them off your case and buy your husband some more time to get home before the suitors just sack the place. She is one hell of a woman and I respect the hell out of her.
You're going to clean this place until it looks better than when you arrived. Then you will leave and never come back.
Or what?
Okay, Hold 'Em Down. Hold 'Em Down is an S tier villain song because it did its job of making us all hate Antinous and wanting this man to die. They knew damn well, writing Antinous to say all this shit, you had to kill him immediately after. There's no other option. There is no other option. There's no dramatic fight scene or anything like that. No, he just dies. Athena earlier on referred to Antinous as a dog, and I think that is a perfect description because he is fucking rabid in this song. This man is threatening to kill Telemachus and assault Penelope before taking over the place. Like, yeah, no, there's no other option but to put this motherfucker down. There is no other option.
We might be doing that.
Okay, and Odysseus, and it's just kind of okay. It's an okay song. Once again, Crashing Out Odysseus, it is fun, but it is just kind of, you know, another fight scene song. It's the best of the fight scene songs, but it's still kind of a fight scene song, so there's just kind of gaps here that are just kind of okay.
I knew I should have slept in today. Because it's always some bullshit!
I can't help but wonder. This is such a good wrap-up for Athena and Odysseus's dynamic. This is a really good wrap-up, and really good closure to him and Telemachus of, I have not seen you for 20 years. I'm sorry I didn't get to see you grow up and everything, but I'm here now. It does bring a tear to my eye, not as much as the Underworld did, but it does have the added bit with Athena and them wrapping up their story. I can't help but wonder, what if I never left your side? Would you still be okay? And Odysseus being like, yeah, maybe things would have been different. And I understand, and thank you for helping me, but I do not have time. I just want to see my wife. Okay. A tier. That's an A tier. I'd say mid A tier. Would you fall? Yep, S tier. S tier. Penelope is a ride or die. She is the best one. She is the best woman in mythology. Just hands down. She is the best woman in mythology. Don't at me. But yeah, this seems like a list to me.
You can kiss any woman in the world feet. Who would it be?
My beautiful girlfriend Kaylee.
She don't count. You do that anyway.
Megan Fox.
Okay, you know what? After giving it like a day of thought, I'm gonna change this ranking up a little bit. Okay, so Wouldn't You Like, I've been listening to that again. That's at least it's a good enough song. Like, it's a good song, just listening to it in isolation. So I can't exactly say it's mid. While I'm still not a fan of Twink Hermes, how the fandom is twinkified my boy, I do like it's still a bop nonetheless. Like, all I'm saying, Apollo is right there. That's easy work. And There Are Other Ways is also okay. It's an okay song. But other than that, I don't really have much to say about, like, the Circe saga is still pretty mid, in my honest opinion. But yeah, this seems like a list to me. This seems like a proper tier list to me. And look, to all of you Circe and Hermes people out there, because I know y'all are out there, I've seen the Thirst Trap videos. I've seen them. Look, I'm sorry your saga is ranked low. I am sorry. But your saga just ain't that good. It's not that good to me compared to the rest of the story. I'm sorry. It's just not.
Oh yes, darling. No, I'm supposed to be here. No, I know them. It's absolutely, I'm on the list. I am the list, darling. Seriously. Who do you think you're talking to?
But I hope y'all enjoyed the video today all the less. And if you did, be sure to hit that like button and hit that sub button to both of my channels down below. But if you still didn't like it, be sure to hit me up and down in the comments below and let me know how I got this list wrong. What would you swap out? Hell, check out Tier Maker down below. I'll put that in the description. You can make your own tier list of the songs. I don't care. Do whatever you want. But for now, I must bid you all adieu. So goodbye. Mwah. Good night. Sage out.
A shiny teeth that twinkle, just like the stars in space. A shiny teeth that sparkle, and beauty to my face. A shiny teeth that